Hello walkers and welcome to Cody, Wyoming. We are starting here at the Irma Hotel. We're going to do two walks. The first one's going to be here in downtown, sort of the old town center. And the other one's going to go out to the Buffalo Bill Wild History Center, West, Center of the West, and check that out. But we're going to start both of them here. Let's see if I can do this. My name is Henry and I'm going to be your proxy walker, your virtual travel guide today as we explore Cody, Wyoming. So let's do this. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of murals here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Cody and some of the stuff as we go. I have been here before, but I don't know all the details. So we're going to explore, we're going to learn together, and we'll figure it out as we go. A few little housekeeping things as we look back here at the Irma and get a little bit better view of it. Please like, subscribe, and most of all, comment. I love getting your comments, love talking to you guys, interacting with you, hearing your memories, your thoughts, and even your corrections from time to time. This is, of course, Buffalo Bill here in this beautiful little shady area as I take the 360 people right through a branch. I'm going to walk around here for a second. The 360 camera is going to run for about a half an hour, a little under, and then it'll quit, and hopefully it'll start again and film for a little bit more, but it gets temperamental and doesn't film all that much. I just want to point out a couple things here. This is definitely a tourist town. This is the old Cody trolley tours that start out here. Looks like it could be a good way to see Cody. I actually like these tours. And then they have a Wild Bunch gunfight every Monday through Saturday, 6 p.m. here at the historic Irma Hotel as people dodge the camera. Unnecessary. Love seeing you guys on camera. Give you that City Walks fame. You can also rent electric scooters. Or bikes. You can rent rafts to go on I think it's the Clark's Fork of the Yellowstone River. I'm going to cross the street here just because I want to show you this kind of neat mural that they painted here next to the Dude Ranchers Association. You kind of got a gunfight in progress, people falling off the side of the building. It's just good fun. I'm going to get started, but the Irma Hotel was named after, I believe, Buffalo Bill's or Bill Cody's daughter. I think that's right. It's this really cool old interior hotel as well as sort of a modern rundown area. They've got a diner, they've got a governor's room, they've got an Old West Emporium. Oh, good stuff. But I'm going to try and go through there next. I didn't want to go through at the beginning with this 360 rig on because it's a little tight in there, but it's super cool. So I'll try and film later. Off here you've got Seidel Saddlery and another mural. That's a tough canvas right there with all those surfaces. We're going to walk along here and get a couple street names. This is 12th Street going across, and I can't read because I think it's Sheridan Street, this main drag, and we're going to make a right, go down a little ways, maybe dart off to the sides, and then we'll come back on the other side. Old-fashioned soda saloon here. I've seen people come out with these sort of milkshake-looking things that look awesome. I went in to get one, and there's a big line, so I stopped. Fly fishing is a big deal here, as is all outdoor activities. Right there. So Cody it's 50 miles from the east entrance of Yellowstone Park, but it's still a gateway town, and it's probably the biggest of the gateway towns. Definitely, you can see from this t-shirt shop, from the trolley tours, all this fun stuff. It is geared towards tourism, and actually that was one of the reasons it was founded to begin with. Buffalo Bill Cody, Wild Bill Cody, had come through here in the 1870s, loved it, came back in the 1890s because he saw potential for irrigation and agriculture as well as access to Yellowstone National Park. What else? So anyway, it's named for him. He brought some friends with him. There's some street names. That was in 1896, 1897. Ooh, Wayne's Boot Shop. Now these are some nice looking boots, my friends. That will cost you a pretty penny, but probably worth it. You do not want to get an ill-fitting pair of boots. You can smell the leather in there. It's nice. And then you're going to have all sorts of, here's something called Native Images, sort of art galleries, gift shops, and t-shirts. And then pro gun and Second Amendment paraphernalia, apparently. Here's some real estate. Here's our friends in the trolley. And you can see some of, that's a newer building. I'll show you some of the stuff on the far side as we go. It's got a better view over there. I like this sign here, the custom cowboy shop done in cowhide. You can see kind of what's in there: shirts, hats, ropes, halters, all sorts of fun stuff. This is 13th Street in Sheridan as we wait to cross the street. So the river is that way, and I just want to confirm that I'm telling you guys the truth. But my Google Maps has not been behaving the way I would like for it to. And certainly doesn't want to give me the name of the river for some reason. Pretty sure it's the Clark's Fork of the Yellowstone. In any case. Whoa! Sorry about that, 360 folks. Plenty of places to eat and drink here. This looks cool, Legends Bookstore. Hopefully that clunking didn't, and public restrooms too, that's nice. Clunking didn't shut the camera off. Let's check. I'm using this to 360 here. 1x2. We're good. Corley Steakhouse across the way. And the Legend Bookstore here. There's a ton of hotels here, lots of restaurants, and several parks. And it is definitely geared towards people coming through town to visit, either on a steered tour, hey pup, or a trip to Yellowstone, etc. The hatch. Looks like this is river oriented. Look at that paddleboard, super wide. Could be fun. We were talking about this the other day, Trolley Mel and I, about what their purpose was, and we thought maybe just for lakes, but I just saw a photo of people going through the Whitewater, coming up on 14th Street. Up ahead is a Holiday Inn. That's one of many chains, but there's also a lot of little boutique-y, kitschy, I don't want to say kitschy, but classic looking hotels. Buffalo Bill Lodge up here. So there's lots of places to stay. However, currently, most of these are going to have no vacancy signs up. You kind of need to do your planning ahead. If you are coming to Yellowstone, Traveling Mel has a group called, I think it's Yellowstone Glacier in Montana Trip Planning on Facebook. Look it up. And lots of people on there exchanging information about the park, current situations, any kind of rule changes, what to bring, what to see, where to hike, all that fun stuff. Lots of great help. If you're looking for things to do here in Cody, a ton of stuff. Obviously, we've seen the trolley, we've heard about the gunfight. They have a nightly amateur rodeo to the west of town, a few miles. They call it the rodeo capital of the world, and they also have a big rodeo over July 4th. I think it's like 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. A lot of people then go up to Livingston for the roundup up there, or vice versa. Fat Tracks barbecue. We're gonna go up here to the signage and then make a little cross the street, or attempt to. And just letting this guy get across traffic. And then we'll go back the other way and explore some of these side streets. If you have any questions about Cody, Wyoming, or visiting Yellowstone, I hope you will let us know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I do read all the comments that YouTube filters let through. I have had a few issues with YouTube filters not letting things through. So that's probably the case if I don't respond. Sometimes it does take me a day, depending on, or two, depending on where our travels are taking us. But I do love to hear from you guys. I also have been doing premieres on Mondays and Thursdays when I chat with you guys as the video plays. That's a lot of fun too. You can just come by, say hi in the chat window, and ask any questions there as well. It's usually about sometime Monday or Thursday morning. Monday and Thursday morning, I should say. We're heading off to the back here a little bit, just to see this little neighborhood. There is public parking downtown. It's limited to 2 hours in most places. However, right off the main drag, it looks like maybe it is restricted here too. But I'm gonna go across here. I'm liking this garden over here, and I'm gonna walk past it. And I'm gonna crisscross applesauce. If you're looking for directions, to the right would be the direction to Yellowstone. We're 2 blocks off that main drag, and I see a deer straight ahead in somebody's yard. That's fun. Cody Wyoming VRBO. This must be a Verbo, sorry. Your new marketing wants you to say Verbo. Love this. This looks like a wild or native grasses garden. Love it. It's beautiful. We got some more up here, although this looks like it might have hollyhocks as well, which I actually kind of like. I think these might be black-eyed Susan or daisies. These are just astoundingly saturated color. Very cool. I'm not much of a gardener, but I do like flowers. They're pretty. People have definitely put in some effort to beautify this part of the city. Well, I was going to tell you a couple stats about the city as well. Told you it was founded in 1896. It's got a population of just under 10,000. You would not guess that today. Mainly because there are so many visitors, I think. Just thousands of people here. It is, I think, one of the more accessible locations to enter the park, especially for people coming back east. If you want less busy, I would recommend going up to Gardner or over to West Yellowstone. They don't have the historical stuff so much. And maybe not quite as much infrastructure, but you're going to hit a lot fewer people. Sorry about this wind. Not much I can do about that. We're going to cross over. We're on Beck Avenue, if you're curious. go up here, cross over, hopefully, and then make a left. Are there? If you were to go straight, you would go north to Powell, Wyoming, and eventually hit Billings. And if you were to go, let me see, I think it's southeast, you would hit Thermopolis. I walked there this morning, but I think I might post this first. I don't know, maybe second. I'll post this second. Split up Thermopolis. I did 2 there. 1 downtown and 1 at Hot Springs State Park. It is, I told you, did I tell you it was 86 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't believe I did. It's been, the temperatures have been all over the map today as I've been driving around. Started out, it was 84. By the time I was done walking in Thermopolis, it was 98. It says it's 86 here, Fahrenheit. So let me see if I can get down to there. 27, no, sorry, that's not right. 30 degrees Celsius. You can see Chief Joseph Scenic Highway, Bighorn National Rec area. Also, about 17 miles east of Cody is, I think it's Hart Mountain. And Hart Mountain was a camp during World War II, a Japanese American internment camp, where it was not our brightest moment. We basically imprisoned Japanese Americans, hi there, out of fear that they would betray America. There. And these were American citizens for the most part, and their rights were violated and abused. So I like to think we've come a long way since then. Don't get me wrong, I love this country. I really do. But I don't think we can ignore the past either. And that's the end of that sermon. Sorry about that. I don't like to get political, but I do like to be honest. Dairy Queen. Now, I used to go out when my wife was pregnant with our first kid. I'd go out because Dairy Queen was 2 blocks away. And I'd go out and get us blizzards. And these are not healthy things, but man, are they good. I'm going to go over here as well. We got Fat Rack's Barbecue. It smells good. And right behind is Pat O'Hara Brewing Company, Brew Pub and Grill. I do love a good brew pub, a good grill. It's also River Runners, so you can, I assume, go on a guided river trip. I have never actually been in through the east entrance of the park, and after I walk here today, do our 2 walks, I'm going to give myself a treat. In addition to ice cream, I'm going to drive in through the east entrance of the park. I'm not going to film it because I don't do driving videos. I do 360 rafting videos. I'll just put that up on our, wait for it, our new City Walks 360 YouTube channel, our sister channel, brother channel, co-channel, whatever you want to call it. So check that out. We were doing some rapids on the Yellowstone, Yankee Jim Canyon. Subscribe if you like the 360 stuff. There will be more companion city walks in 360 there, as well as some other 360 content as I film it. want to thank our Patreon supporters as well. All 4 of you guys, I appreciate it. 4 of you, not all guys. As well as people that have supported me by contributing outside of Patreon. And that's not a call for money. I'm just saying, wow, thank you guys. It's really affirming, really encouraging that people would enjoy these enough to do that. And I do appreciate it. I'm humbled by it. I'm also humbled by the people who tell me, a person commented the other day that they have an what's it called? It's where your immune system attacks itself, attacks the body, one of those, and she can't go out because of COVID, so she's limited to her garden, so she does laps in her garden while she watches these videos, and she says it really helps, and that makes me feel so good that these are having a positive influence on people's days. It really does. And I've said before that one of the biggest surprises, one of the most happy surprises of doing these has been hearing from you guys in the comments and interacting with you in the chats. I love it. It's a lot of fun for me, so thank you. This is Gasthaus Cody. Bierstubachuk. Here's the Kimmel Gallery. And the Cody Steakhouse. I have not had a steak in years. And I would eat one right now. Legends Bookstore. Again. Some sort of rain-ish clouds overhead. I would love to get some rain. I drove through a little zephyr on the way up here from Thermopolis, and it dropped the temperature by about 10 degrees. And if we don't have lightning, it's awesome because it'll help us out with the forest fire situation. Today's not bad, but there's been a ton of wildfire smoke here from Oregon and California, Washington and western Montana, and it's unpleasant, I gotta tell you. Old time photos. Traveling Mel loves these things. We've done a few. Here's some dogs that they've done. That's fun. These are fun. They're so cheesy, but they're fun to do. We got one with their boys, and they're tiny, tiny little guys. One's carrying a pistol, and the other one's got a little miniature bottle of whiskey. They look tough. 13th Street we're crossing right now. See some of the other stuff over there. So, if you're looking for something to do in Cody, Wyoming, you can watch this virtual travel walk and see all the fun stuff. There's fishing, there's floating, there's rodeos, there's old-timey photos, there's shootouts, and we're going to get up to the museum later, and you can buy yourself some hats and boots and western wear, or even some real estate. Because they don't like it when I don't cite the music, don't pay for the music. United, we're through. Proud Cut Saloon and Steakhouse. Another tea shop. Peter's Cafe. House Jewelry. And then up here is another ice cream store. You're driving me nuts. I want a malt. You guys like malts? I love malts. Oh, that's a vape shop. Somewhere around here is an ice cream store. Oh yeah, Main Street Ice Cream, right back there. Walk right past it. Dodged it. Oh, there. Over to the left is the Irma again, but we're going to make a right here on 12th Street. And go back and explore this way a little bit. The Dug Up Gun Museum. The 4th of July professional rodeo is called the Stampede. Forgot to tell you about that. This is the Chamberlain Inn. Another one of those sort of boutique-y places. This one looks nice. The other ones are a little less so. Looks really nice, actually. Chamberlain Inn, check them out on the line. Ooh, cocktails. Oh, that looks nice. How would you like to be out there having a cocktail after your Yellowstone adventure? Hashtag not sponsored, but I would be. I think a lot of people watch these on their exercise machines and treadmills. That's just a random thought that occurred to me. Let me know if that's what you do. Or if you're just watching for fun. That's cool too. I've had a couple comments recently talking about how it's helped relax people. People find them relaxing or calming. My favorite, this makes me feel so happy every time I talk about it. Someone said I was the Bob Ross of walking videos. Oh, it makes me happy. Now, there is also an airport here in Cody. It's outside to the east of town. And then I'll talk about this a little bit later in the other video. But as you go west out of town, or past the Buffalo Bill Center of the West, you get into you get into hotels and Walmarts and tractor supply companies and strip malls and that sort of thing. So I won't be going out that far, and then you get to the rodeo grounds, and then you get into this awesome canyon though. So it is definitely worth coming in this way to the park. You get a beautiful drive. Again, I haven't been into the east entrance, but I've been into the canyon. A few years ago, we came down to film a little thing on Cody, as well as to see in November, I think it is, October, November, the bike shop. The Bighorn sheep